2014 JKU white 4-door, and just a sport model, and sold it for many different reasons. Bought this for a quarter, if not a fifth of the price of that JKU. And granted, it has a lot of issues and problems that I'm going to be dealing with and putting some money into, which I'm going to discuss now. But it's still going to suit us better than a $25,000 JKU for different reasons. I say I couldn't justify sticking a $25,000 JKU in this stuff, and that really wasn't the biggest problem I had with it. If you again have kept up with my channel, you know that the issues that it just wasn't practical for what the Wiz and I were doing with the car, or wanted to do with the car. The Jeep Grand Cherokee has above and beyond met the expectations of what we wanted and needed. I've discussed that several times in some of my Grand Cherokee videos. But quickly I'll tell you, I mean, the V8 surpassed what we were expecting, because now we're able to pull whatever we want with a 7,200 pound towing capacity. Craziness. But the comfort of the cars to do long distances and be able to come off here and off-road is really the biggest thing. The power door locks, power windows don't seem like a big deal, but as a daily driver, not having those things was kind of a pain, especially for the Wiz. That JKU was really for the Wiz, and her job as a teacher it didn't fit us. It didn't fit what we wanted. Whereas the WK2, the Grand Cherokee, does. It does everything we want it to do and then some. So that was the reason for selling it. But we still love that JKU. We still love the ability to take windows, you know, the top off and everything off. But it was hard to still justify dirtying the living daylights out of that car and having to clean it the way we did all the time. Again, you can call me a baby or wussy, that's what you're supposed to do. But with a $25,000 car, that was very difficult to do, where with a $5,000 car, I don't feel as bad that I'm going to get this car all nasty. Because the next day, it's not like we're going to go drive it to work, or drive it to church, or drive it somewhere else. So that's my thoughts and reasoning on all that. Yeah, we lost a lot of things, but then I'm feeling like we didn't. I really don't know what we lost. This car's the same as that one. I'm gonna have to put some money into it, but I should have the four-wheel drive working for about $100 less, most likely. But I'm gonna give it $100 to get the four-wheel drive working, and we're back to the same Jeep. We bought the Jeep for $5,000. It's a rust bucket from New York. A lot of the main structure is pretty good. Some of it is not. And on the way home from buying it, we didn't even make it halfway home. The brakes basically fell apart. It wasn't necessarily because of the rust. I thought it was. I blamed it on the rust. The mechanic who redid he did the rotors, the brakes, and the brake calipers, just said that the brakes had locked up. He said you might can blame it on the rust, you might not if it's been sitting for a while. He gave me a few reasons. So he said it most likely was the rust, but it could have not been, which made me feel better. He didn't have to blow smoke up my butt. I told him I just bought it, didn't even make it home. I actually want to go back to him even though he's nowhere near my home. But for a great price, I got all calipers, rotors, brakes done, and a few other minor little things. total of the car to $5,500. I then had it inspected and had the oil change, oil filter. I didn't know what's been done to this car, so I went ahead and did spark plugs. We did the hose, not the hose, yeah, we did a couple hoses. We did the timing belt, and the belt, and a few other minor things. Checked all the liquids and everything for another $300. So that brings the Jeep up to $5,800. Bought some Farkles to basically cover up some of the ugliness of the car, along with some primer and underbody covering, rubber stuff and metal stuff, and a variety of miscellaneous things to help the car stop rusting, as well as cover up some of the rust, as well as cover up some of the ugly spots. We spent, I'm going to say, about $200. It was a little under $180, I think it was, but all in all, we'll say $200 to take the total of the car to $6,000. And at $6,000, here I am riding it around in a 2002. Pretty decent Jeep. Having fun out here.